You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Tuesday to you, sir.
Yeah, and holy cow, what a relief, man. It's been, 2.5 weeks since New Year's?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, today is National Ditch Your New Year's Resolution Day.
Oh, I'm way ahead.
Are you?
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you beat the curve on that?
Yeah.
What do they say? Most people is like a week or two? It's kind of...
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, most people don't make it the whole first week.
Well, you have official permission now in case you've been just been white-knuckling it.
Yeah, I've been waiting for the permission.
Betty White born this day.
Oh, yeah.
What would she have been? Was she approaching her
101.
99th or 100th?
100.
She was going to be 100 last
She would
year.
have been 100.
101.
So
Yeah.
she would have been, holy cow, holy smokes. Yeah. Boy, this one was tough. Happy birthday to Kid Rock. He's 52.
Oh, okay. What's tough about that?
Susanna Hoffs from the Bangles is 54.
Okay.
So it's like, what do I do? Because I like doing a little dramatic reading of these artists.
Oh, that's what's
hit
tough.
songs. Well, you got the Bangles, you got Kid Rock, and it's like, well, let's give it a shot here. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
You give a toast to the sun, drink with the stars, get thrown in the mix, thrown out of bars. Life is hard, oh, way-oh. So strike a pose on a Cadillac. With the top let back and the sunshine shining. Cowboy, baby, way-oh, way-oh. Walk like an Egyptian.
You just did them both. I like it.
We only have so much time.
I know. No choices here. Oh, hey. We forgot to clap.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Way.
Thank you. I do it for you guys.
I appreciate it, too.
Oh, let's see. It was 1917. Crazy land purchases back in the day. I love this stuff. This day, 1917, United States says, hey, you know what? We're buying the Virgin Islands
Oh, nice.
from Denmark. I didn't know they had those. Why did they have them?
I don't know why they have
Well,
them.
they did, and we gave those crazy Danes $25 million.
Oh,
Wow.
And then it's like, so we buy this stuff, and it's kind of like Puerto Rico, right? They're not really states. It's like,
Yeah.
what do we do with these things?
Right.
We just have
Right.
Right? What exactly do we do with them?
We just have them,
Do they generate tax revenue for us? What? I've never quite understood. But
Yeah, I think someday maybe we'll make them a state.
think maybe.
I think so. I don't know.
It was 1984. Boy, this was hubbubbery. Boy, going back and remembering stuff like this is just kind of fun. 1984, Supreme Court rules 5-4 that private use of home VCRs to tape TV programs for later viewing does not violate federal copyright laws.
That made some people really angry.
This was
too.
a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, they were upset.
Yeah, now we got TiVo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, But yeah, that was a big deal. And finally, in 1991, and gosh darn it, salute each and every one of you who had a place in this. Operation Desert Storm launches. U.S.-led coalition forces bombing Iraq, trying to get them the heck out of Kuwait.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Kuwait has a delightful zoo, by the way.
Do they really?
Yes.
Kuwait has
Yes.
a delightful zoo.
Why is that funny?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what you're
Do
saying
they?
here.
Why, yes, they do.
Okay.
So if you're thinking about going to Kuwait, make sure.
Make sure you visit the zoo.
No, my the son, one of his tours was in Kuwait, actually.
Okay.
And
So you're not kidding?
No.
Oh.
And he sends me pictures. He's literally in Kuwait. He's Special Forces Airborne. And I'm getting all these pictures.
Of
And
him
it's,
at the zoo.
and it's like he's on vacation. I'm just laughing. I finally get back to it. I go, are you really even in the military?
You're at the zoo.
But the zoo was lovely.
Nice. I like that.
Just thought I'd bring
gosh.
that up. So
I'm glad you did.
We all know, and we can just move ahead here.
Going to do exactly that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Have another funny comic that we're going to be chatting with right now. He'll be joining us at Snow Jam Comedy Festival this week. Chris Sear. Chris, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I am excited. I'm very good. I'm excited to meet you later this week. Now, where are you from, and have you been to South Dakota before?
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and no, I have not. I'm looking forward to being out there.
Well, it's a little chillier here. And St. Louis, you guys kind of get cold there too, though, don't you?
We do. It's not like too far below zero, but we get down there,
So,
but like we had a blizzard last week. That was a whole inch of snow. So,
an inch. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, you know exactly what you're coming into then.
Right, exactly. No, I'm well prepared.
No,
I got
awesome.
my light jacket and my very thin gloves all packed up. So.
Yeah, you'll be set. Now, how long have you been doing stand-up comedy, Chris?
This is about my 10th year, so I've been doing it for a minute.
And what was it that first got you interested in doing this?
Oh, I was bored. I was working a corporate accounting job that I was tired of, and I was like, let me go out and try this open mic. And then 2 years in, I did the very smart thing of quitting my day job to do it permanently. And then I got a new day job after that.
Well,
but I kept at it. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you do quite a few festivals like the one here?
This is my first year doing festivals. For some reason, I haven't done them in the past, so this will be my fourth or fifth festival.
Nice.
And it's fun. It's a different vibe than going out and doing clubs, just because it's good to hang out with comics, and it's a whole different environment.
Absolutely. Well, and the thing that's neat, I love the fact that all these comics are coming to Sioux Falls and helping raise money for charity. And again, I've mentioned this over and over, they're paying their own way to come here. I mean, you guys talk about an amazing group of people to know. You're not only going to get to know some really funny comics, but you're going to get to know some really great people as well, Chris.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of the whole point. Like, you pay your own way, but it's networking, and then it's getting out and just meeting people in a different region than where you live. I'm lucky enough to where I perform across the country, so I do get to see a lot of different areas. But if you haven't, and you don't know how your material works in a different environment, in a different setting, festivals are great for that. So it's been helpful for me just from a writing perspective.
Absolutely.
Like, I've learned how to write new jokes for new people.
Well, we are excited to have you come and join us here. And what type of comedy do you do? Like, is there somebody that's super famous that you get compared to a lot?
Mostly, I would have to say, ooh, man, that is very tough. Margaret Thatcher is probably the closest. No, I talk a lot, I guess. So if you have a comic who you're like, oh, that guy talks too much, that's probably me. I really like Mike Birbiglia because I think he knows how to tell a story without wasting a word.
Yeah.
And so he's one of my favorites. And I grew up watching, I'm old, so I grew up watching like George Carlin and people
nice.
like that. So that definitely shaped me. Sarah Silverman was always one of my favorites growing up. So,
very, very nice.
Yeah, I think when you listen to me, you'll definitely be able to say, oh, this guy grew up watching comedy on MTV.
Nice. Well, I love it. Well, and I'm a fan of Margaret Thatcher, so I'm excited. So,
well, there you go. Who doesn't like the old Yukon busting lady who put us on the brink of nuclear doomsday?
Oh yeah, she's a hoot. That lady cracks me up. So
right, you do shots with her.
Well,
great.
I am excited to meet you again. Snow Jam Comedy Festival. This is I don't know if it's the 8th year. I don't know. They've been doing it a long time. And I've been involved in it every single year, and I almost missed it this year. We were going to be out of town, then it turns out that we didn't have to, so I'm here, and I'm excited to be here. It's such a great thing, and we're raising money for some great charities. And folks, if you'd like to get tickets, you can still do it. The website, snowjamcomedyfest.com. It is the 19th, 20th, and 21st, so Thursday through Saturday this week. We would love to have you come out and join us. Again, snowjamcomedyfest.com. And again, one of the very funny comics joining us right now. Chris, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it a bunch, sir.
Thank you for having me. Looking forward to it.
If you would like tickets, get them now. SnoJamComedyFest.com. It's SNO. There's not a W there. SNOJAM. SnoJamComedyFest.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
Yeah. It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Tuesday?
Oh, this just kind of amused me a little bit.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, it's high crime and misdemeanors going on in beautiful Alajay, Georgia.
Oh.
Happened a few days ago. A Georgia couple arrested after robbing convenience store at gunpoint.
Oh.
Yeah, they did the old stop and rob thing.
Yeah,
but it gets pretty funny. Just follow along here. According to Police Department, Sean Sutton, 39, his wife Melody Sutton, also 39, of Blue Ridge, Georgia, were arrested following an armed robbery attempt last Monday night. Just before 6:30 p.m., Mr. Sean Sutton entered an Ideal Mart posing as a customer, buying an energy drink, while his wife Melody stayed in the car outside with the motor running.
Okay.
After obtaining the energy drink, Sean pulled a pair of women's panties from around his neck up to cover his face.
Of course.
Went behind
women's
the counter.
Panties. That's
women's
lovely.
Yes.
Yeah, classy. Super.
So he didn't have that on before. So you can see what he looked like.
These are not the brightest people in the world, John. But wait, it gets better.
Okay.
Points of 45 at the head of the store clerk.
Oh, that's not good.
Got himself 45. Demands money. Customer standing directly behind, legally carrying a concealed pistol, pulls it out, intervenes. In short order, second customer whips out his pistol.
We got ourselves a little standoff.
I love this.
Now, Mr. Pantyface has got
Mr. Pantyface.
got a firearm at both sides of his head. Oh, but wait.
Oh, you're kidding
Here
me.
comes the guy from the back beer coolers. Click, click.
Another
Now he's got one to the back of his head.
You might want to just put that down.
Which one of the customers says, yeah, I don't think we need to shoot him. I think he gets, honest to goodness, gets drawn down on by 3
That's
That is
beautiful.
customers. Call the police. Nobody got shot. Nobody got killed. But Sean, with the panties on his face, just kind of rethinking his life. And,
I'll
That's
bet.
a little embarrassing. How'd you like to be that guy in prison?
he and his wife are
doing here?
sitting in the cooler down there in beautiful Alajay, Georgia.
Well, that's...
It takes all kinds to make this beautiful world go
It does.
round.
It sure does.
Some of them are not that
But what do you
bright.
think was going through his head? He whips out a gun, and all of a sudden, click, 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 3 times. Not once, not twice.
I may have made a mistake.
I'm going to just put this away and go on my merry way now.
I was just kidding.
I'm a kidder.
Hey, how about those bulldogs, huh? Oh, the cats. See, I found that amusing and
And this is why we
interesting.
have the Second Amendment, folks.
This is why
It
we have
is.
the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, Dan, thank you for that story. I appreciate it. It is a good example of good people with guns trumping bad
Absolutely.
people with guns.
Well, I love the one comment. I don't think we need to shoot him.
yeah, it's good.
No,
Well, you don't want to waste any ammo. You know,
but we
so.
could if we all got our story straight first.
No, I'm glad that nobody was hurt. That's a good thing.
We
so.
two have a fantastic, prosperous, blessed rest of your Tuesday. I'll catch up with you in the morning.
All right, we'll do it. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, January 17th, 2023. Equity investors face a tough decision in the weeks ahead. The FOMC is about to hike interest rates by another 50 basis points, and the S&P 500 is on the brink of what could be an abysmal earnings reporting season. The first reports from the banking sector were better than expected, but resulted in a downtick in the outlook for Q1 and Q2 earnings, sure to bring the index down with it. The latest news is that analysts expect earnings to decline by at least 0.5% in the first half of 2023, and the estimates are still trending lower. This week could be pivotal for the S&P 500. The latest read on retail sales is due Wednesday, which could be weaker than expected. The consensus of economists is for sales to have fallen by at least 1%, including the impact of inflation, which is up 6% versus last year. The takeaway is that economic activity in the retail sector is in contraction on both volume and dollar basis, and will drag the S&P 500 earnings power down with it. You can get the inside track at marketbeatminute.com.